Secret of the Silver Valley. Silver Valley was a hidden paradise at the foot of the mountains. In the morning, gentle mists covered the lush green meadows with a silver blanket. A clear stream that flowed through the heart of the valley brought life to the fields filled with healing herbs. The guardian of this valley was none other than three friends: Doctor Willow, Peacock Vega, and Foal Flint. Doctor Willow was the wise healer of the valley. His long, braided hair danced in the wind, and the dried herbs in his pocket rustled with every step he took. Many years ago, he had settled here and begun his work healing sick animals. For him, the saying, "Healing is hidden in the embrace of nature," was a guiding principle of life. Foal Flint, Dr. Willow's most cheerful helper, sported a grey coat dusted by the earth, yet his heart shone brightly. Every morning, he greeted the day with an enthusiastic, "Good morning, who shall we help today?" And the baskets on his back were always filled with healing herbs. Peacock Vega, meanwhile, was the most beautiful bird in the valley. Her feathers shone like a rainbow, yet she remained humble. With a light-hearted laugh, she would say, "My feathers are a gift from nature." She adorned her nest with flowers and danced to entertain the sick animals. That morning, the three friends gathered by the stream. Dr. Willow shared his thyme-scented bread and said with earnestness, "Today, the cranes will migrate. We must prepare daisy seeds for them. These seeds will keep them strong throughout their journey." Foal Flint perked up his ears and exclaimed, "I'll carry the seeds. There's always room on my back." Peacock Vega gently fluffed her feathers and added, "I'll distribute the seeds. The cranes adore colors. Let them see my dazzling feathers. It will lift their spirits before their journey." Dr. Willow looked at his friends and smiled. Together, they maintained the rhythm of the valley. Dr. Willow brought healing, Foal Flint carried the precious seeds, and Peacock Vega spread joy. The sky of Silver Valley resounded with the sound of the cranes' wing beats. Peacock Vega had filled tiny pouches with daisy seeds and meticulously fastened each one around the cranes' necks. The pouches were adorned with the colors of her feathers. "These will keep you strong," she murmured. Dr. Willow approached the leader of the flock, the white-feathered crane, and said, "Remember, eat 3 seeds every morning. When you grow tired, rest by the stream, and send our greetings to the warm waters down south." The leader crane bowed its long neck in gratitude. As the flock took off, Foal Flint waved excitedly, "Goodbye. We'll be waiting for you in the spring." While watching the flock disappear into the distance, they heard a shout from down in the valley. "Wait for me too. I'm coming along." Young Crane Breeze gathered the valley's purple cluster flowers one last time. She flapped her wings rapidly, but the flock had already vanished. Suddenly, a fierce wind ripped from the mountains hurled her against a pine tree. There was a sharp crack as Breeze's wings struck a branch. As she fell to the ground, she whimpered, "My wing, it hurts so much." Foal Flint galloped to her side and said, "Don't worry, little friend. Climb onto my back. Dr. Willow will heal you immediately." He quickly rushed the injured crane to the doctor. Peacock Vega then wrapped her wings around Crane Breeze's trembling body and comforted her. "Don't be afraid. You are safe with us." Dr. Willow took the lavender oil from his pocket and gently applied it to Crane Breeze's wing, saying, "Let the pain subside first. We will talk afterward." Together, they carried Crane Breeze to the cabin where they were staying. Dr. Willow carefully examined Crane Breeze's wing. He took a salve from a shelf and slowly applied it to her wing, saying, "This will ease your pain until tomorrow. Now, you must rest well." Crane Breeze asked anxiously, "Will it always hurt like this?" Dr. Willow smiled and replied, "In time, the pain will lessen because your wing will begin to heal. But until it is completely healed, I will ensure you stay comfortable with these salves. Don't worry." With a trembling voice, Crane Breeze murmured, "My flock will forget me. I will be all alone." Peacock Vega wrapped her wings around Crane Breeze, encircling her like a warm blanket of feathers, and said, "They won't forget you. Don't be afraid. Now we are your new flock. You are not alone. Look, Foal Flint will make you a beautiful bed." Foal Flint spread the soft moss he had taken from his basket onto the ground and declared, "I'm an expert at making beds. I'll even tell you a tale on top of it." The next morning, Dr. Willow rose early. He examined Crane Breeze's wing and said, "The swelling has gone down. But you must not move it much. Now, I will wrap your wing with corn husks. The less you move, the better it will heal. We will change this bandage every day." Peacock Vega brought mulberry jam, forest fruits, and walnuts for breakfast, saying, "You must be strong to heal. Look, I've prepared a breakfast as colorful as my feathers for you." Crane Breeze managed a weak smile and said, "Thank you. But I miss flying." On the third day, Foal Flint arrived with pine cones in his basket and said, "Let's decorate around your nest with these. Let's create a colorful space just for you." While painting the pine cones, Crane Breeze laughed for the first time. On the fifth night, it began to rain. As Crane Breeze watched the rain from the window, she grew melancholic. "My flock is now in the warm waters. When will my wing heal? I miss them so much." Dr. Willow touched her shoulder gently and said, "Time heals every wound. Your wing will eventually be restored." Peacock Vega's nest was a masterpiece adorned with flowers. The colors of her feathers created playful light patterns on the walls. Crane Breeze began to grow accustomed to the nest. Every morning, she sipped time tea prepared by Dr. Willow and laughed at the funny stories told by Foal Flint. On the sixth day, Dr. Willow removed the bandages and said, "Try flapping your wing gently. I want to see how it's doing. But be careful." Crane Breeze jumped onto Peacock Vega's feathers and exclaimed, "I thought I was flying." I really thought I was flying. Foal Flint doodled flowers with his hooves in the dirt, clapping excitedly, saying, "Wonderful. That's it. Never lose the hope inside you." Dr. Willow examined her wing carefully and remarked, Everything seems to be fine. These bandages will remain on your wing throughout the winter. We will check again in the spring." On the morning of the 7th day, the valley was blanketed in pure white. While Crane Breeze looked out the window, Foal Flint burst in with a giant snowball, exclaiming, "Look, I made a snow rabbit for you." Peacock Vega shook snowflakes off her feathers, chirping, "Snow play is the best kind of fun." With a gentle smile in her eyes, Crane Breeze murmured, "Maybe. Being here isn't so bad after all." Foal Flint, nestling next to the warm stove, replied with a laugh, "Of course not, my friend. The valley is always very beautiful." That night, Crane Breeze could not sleep. She asked Peacock Vega, "Why are you all so kind?" Peacock Vega gently caressed Crane Breeze's broken wing and answered, "Because we are a flock. And those in a flock always embrace one another." Dr. Willow, who was sitting in a corner sketching medicinal plants in his notebook, looked up when he heard Breeze's question and said, "Kindness multiplies the more it is shared. One day you too will understand this." Foal Flint got up from where he was lying and prepared some honeyed linden tea from the teapot on the stove, saying, "It will help you sleep peacefully, little friend." After sipping the honeyed linden tea, Crane Breeze drifted into a peaceful sleep. Silver Valley was draped in a pure white blanket. The snow decorated the branches of the pine trees, and the frozen stream glistened like glass. Dr. Willow woke up early and lit the stove. As the cabin windows fogged, the hearty laughter of Foal Flint could be heard outside. "Rise and shine. It's a perfect day to play in the snow." Peacock Vega entered the kitchen, smoothing her feathers, and announced, "There's oatmeal with honey and walnut cookies for breakfast." "Breeze, I added extra cherry jam to your plate." Dr. Willow inspected the healing herbs on the shelves and remarked, "This winter, we should drink ginger tea more often. It boosts the immune system." Meanwhile, Foal Flint was outside chopping wood and, jumping with joy to warm up, sang, "The wood-chopping foal's cheer never ends, hey!" After breakfast, Foal Flint brought out a sled from the storage and cheered, "Come on, friends. It's time to have some fun." Crane Breeze hopped onto the sled. Foal Flint tied the rope around his neck and shouted, "Hold on tight. I'll run as fast as the wind." As Crane Breeze soared across the snow, she cried out, "Faster! Faster!" Peacock Vega flapped her wings and flew alongside, warning, "Watch your wing. Dr. Willow will be upset with us." When they returned home, Dr. Willow greeted them with hot chocolate and cinnamon cookies, saying, "The best remedy for bodies shivering from the cold." Foal Flint pressed his wet paws near the stove and declared, "There's nothing like the warmth of a hot stove." Meanwhile, as Peacock Vega brushed her feathers, she murmured, "Tomorrow, let's hang colorful flags on the roof. They will look so beautiful on the snow." That evening, they all gathered around the stove. Dr. Willow read a tale from an old notebook. Once upon a time, there was a magical tree that bloomed even in winter. Crane Breeze leaned against Peacock Vega's wings, while Foal Flint was drawing flowers in a notebook on the floor. "Look, let this flower be your wing, Breeze," he said, sketching a huge crane wing around her. Peering out the window at the stars, Crane Breeze wondered, "I wonder if my flock misses me." Dr. Willow sat beside her and said, "Of course they do. Since the flock is so large, they only noticed your absence belatedly. But knowing that you are with us, they are at ease." Peacock Vega gently patted Crane Breeze's head and added, "Don't worry, you will be reunited with them soon." Silver Valley awoke with the first rays of spring. The snow had melted, and lively waters were flowing from the stream. Flowers peeked out from beneath the earth, greeting with a cheerful hello. Peacock Vega, as she cleared the melting snow from the cabin's roof, sang, "Spring has arrived, nature has awakened, winter is over, and the sun has warmed us." Dr. Willow carefully removed the last bandage from Crane Breeze's wing. "You are ready now. Your wing has healed, but it must gain strength. We will begin with some gentle exercises," she said. Crane Breeze spread her wings excitedly. "Will I really be able to fly?" Foal Flint jumped with delight and replied, "I'll run and you follow." "Hey, my friend, your wings will feel the wind once more." The next morning, the three friends gathered in a meadow of the valley, adorned with clusters of purple flowers and yellow daisies. Dr. Willow instructed Crane Breeze, "First, flap your wings slowly. Touch the flower basket on Foal Flint's back, then return." Crane Breeze took off, trembling. Her wings were still weak, but with Foal Flint shouting, "Come on, little bird. You can do it," she quickened her pace. Peacock Vega fanned out her sunlit feathers like a fan and said, "Look, even the sun is watching over you." For a week, they exercised every morning. Soon, Crane Breeze was able to touch the clouds above the valley. Foal Flint yelled, "You won't be able to keep up with me," as he dashed towards the hills, and as Crane Breeze flew after him, her laughter mingled with the sky. One morning, familiar voices were heard from afar. The cranes cried, "Croak!" as they soared in circles above the valley. Crane Breeze's heart pounded so hard she exclaimed, "They're here! They've finally come!" As soon as the leader of the flock landed, she enfolded Crane Breeze in her wings and said, "We missed you so much. Where were you?" Crane Breeze pointed to her friends and replied, "This is my other flock. I spent the winter with them because my wing was broken. But I missed you all so much too." Throughout that summer, the cranes joyfully stayed in the valley. Crane Breeze became a bridge between the two flocks. Peacock Vega taught her dances to the cranes, and Foal Flint escorted the young cranes around the valley in his basket. Crane Breeze also carried Dr. Willow's healing medicines to the sick animals in the mountains. The beautiful summer days passed by in pure joy. When autumn painted Silver Valley in shades of gold and crimson, tears welled in Crane Breeze's eyes. Both flocks were like family to her. As the cranes warmed their wings for migration, she embraced her friends tightly and said, "I must go, but I will miss you all so much." Dr. Willow handed her a small leather bag and said, "Take this to the south. It contains Silver Valley's healing seeds." Inside the bag was also a notebook, written in Dr. Willow's own hand. This contains instructions on how to plant the seeds and which ailments they cure. Give it to the healers in the south. They will multiply the seeds. Crane Breeze slung the bag over her shoulder and replied, "Yes, kindness multiplies the more it is shared. I learned that from you." Peacock Vega performed one last dance and said, "Remember, we will always be here." Crane Breeze then soared one final time over her friends and declared, "I'll be back in the spring. And don't forget to have fun in the snow for me." Foal Flint drew a gigantic heart on the ground and said, "My friend, this heart will remain here until you return. Every time we see it, you will be with us." When spring arrived again, Crane Breeze returned with the bag still slung over her shoulder. It was filled with exotic seeds from the south. These were sent by the healers of the south. They even prepared a notebook for you. Dr. Willow read the notebook and examined the purple and orange seeds from the bag in his hand, saying, "This fireflower seed heals wounds. And this orange seed is good for stomach aches." Foal Flint immediately grabbed his shovel and said, "I'll take care of planting. I will watch over every seed." Peacock Vega circled around the cabin and said, "Let's plant them where the sun shines the brightest. Without sunlight, they cannot grow beautifully, can they?" Crane Breeze, every autumn, carried new seeds to the south, and every spring, she returned with fresh seeds from the south. Dr. Willow healed the ailing with these seeds. Every morning, Peacock Vega unfurled her feathers in the sunshine, her brilliant colors casting light over the valley and sprinkling joy into the hearts of the sick animals. Foal Flint tended the new seeds with care, singing, "Grow, little friend. One day, you too will bring healing." As Crane Breeze transported new seeds between the south and the north, Dr. Willow added new notes to his notebook. Kindness multiplies as it is shared. The most healing medicine is to open your heart. And in the heart of Silver Valley, one of the seeds brought from the south sprouted. It grew tall, its branches reaching toward the sky. They named it the Tree of Friendship. Beneath its generous shade, young healers, who studied Dr. Willow's notebook, gathered beneath it in quiet reverence.